Britney Spears finally speaks out about the incident on the private jet. We got to talk about that and a lot more. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. I spill pop culture tea from my very sparkly closet, and I just really wanted to give you guys a very strong and beautiful, warm welcome. I am so thankful. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and I'm just excited to spill some tea, but today's video is a little different. I'm just going to be very upfront with you all about Britney Spears and all the things that are going around and everything that people are saying. They're basically now saying that the Free Britney movement is responsible for Britney Spears getting off the meds that she allegedly so desperately needs. So let's get into that a little bit later. But first, let's see what Britney Spears said about the private jet incident. Check this out. Britney Spears speaks out about what really happened on that private jet. And all of those rumors that she was escorted off, that she was arrested, that all of these things, no, never happened. This is what Britney Spears said. So she posted a video of herself on the flight and said, "Me yesterday. It's actually incredibly funny. Some planes I've been on, you can't smoke, mostly, but this one was different because the drink holders were on outside of seat. Confession, it was my first time drinking vodka. I swear I felt so smart. I was like, wow, what the heck is in there? I felt so clear and smart. And said, I want a cigarette so bad. My friend put it in my mouth and lit it up for me so I was like, oh, so this is a plane where you can smoke. I do apologize to anyone I offended, but the flight attendants always make sure I'm way at the back of plane anyways. I thought officials greeted me as support, and I was like, wow, I feel special. I've never been to an international airport. Am I famous or something? The flight attendant called officials because I smoked a cigarette and embarrassed me which, geez, I thought was kind of much, but she didn't like me the moment I got on plane. Nobody was on the plane for the first 20 minutes, and she wouldn't let me get out of my seat. I wanted to stand up. She acted so weird about making sure I sat down, and it was weird. I didn't like the way she put the seatbelt on me and invaded my space. Oh well, you guys, like my flower choker, Be Tiny is coming soon, and that's something we have added. It's honestly adorable. So, best friend, okay, my first initial thought here is Britney Spears is, in my opinion, being set up, or Britney Spears' behavior is something that needs to be checked. And I love Britney. You guys know this. I mean, I always have to prove it to you guys with my collection and my knowledge of Britney and my, perfume collection and everything. I love Britney Spears so much. Not the artist, not the performer, but the human. The strength that she showed in her conservatorship, the way that since day one she has been so down to earth. She never let fame get to her. The way that I know people that have worked with her, who have met her, and every single person said she is the sweetest celebrity alive. Every single celebrity has said great things about her, except Christina Aguilera, but every single one has said wonderful things about her. Even Pink said that Britney Spears is the sweetest, nicest celebrity she's ever met. Britney Spears has an all-around beautiful energy and reputation, and what her family and her monster team did to her is absolutely devastating. But now there is a lot of talk about Britney Spears' mental health. There is a lot of headlines basically saying that she's disheveled and she's out of it and she's this and she's that. TMZ is one of those who absolutely loves to bring Britney down. I mean, it is the truth. It is absolutely the truth in their titles. We all do clickbait titles. That's sort of part of the game, but every single clickbait about Britney Spears, every single title is just a dig at her mental health. So I've been asked a question, and I've been asked a question over and over. Do I think Britney Spears is okay mentally? I'm going to finally answer what I think. I'm not a doctor. I do not know her. I have never met her, okay? I have seen her in concert, but I've never met her. And I have to say that it is very irresponsible for me to be here in my closet and diagnose someone I've never met. Do I think that every single person in the world needs some kind of help mentally? Yes. Via therapy, via pills, via meditation. I think it's very important to be on top of our mental health. I just in February recently started therapy because I just could not handle it by myself, okay? And so I do believe that everyone needs help, especially if they have gone through traumatic experiences like Britney Spears has. And I'm not just talking conservatorship, I'm talking pre-conservatorship. I'm talking about since Britney Spears was, a little girl on the Mickey Mouse Club. Being a child star is never easy. And then going to Broadway, and then, Baby One More Time, and then the boob allegations, and, the lip sync, and all of the things that Britney Spears had to encounter growing up, it being famous, being told what to do, and just everything that goes on behind the scenes when you're a pop star. So all of those things, they do add up to trauma. And then on top of it, you add on the lithium that Britney Spears was, on. I have to say the word allegedly, but we all read the book, The Woman in Me. Lithium has horrible effects long term, okay? And a lot of people are saying that this is what Britney Spears is experiencing, is that she is experiencing a setback mentally because of all the drugs that were pumped into her system. Like I said, believe that we all need some kind of assistance mentally. I don't know if Britney Spears is receiving that currently. I don't know if she's receiving it, because when she was in that facility for months, she was forced to do therapy for hours, okay? She had to sit in a chair for about 8-9 hours. So I'm sure everything that has to do with shrinks and with hospitals and with doctors, she's absolutely triggered by it. So obviously she probably doesn't want to see anyone of that nature. So that is what I'm afraid of, that she is not getting any type of support from a professional, because she's triggered by it, which is absolutely understandable. It is difficult for me to answer this question because, again, I'm not going to diagnose someone I don't know. But what I see is that there is something that I believe Britney Spears is trying to escape from. The trips, okay? She is always in isolation. It seems that way. I'm just going on from what I see. I always see Britney Spears alone or with her security guards. Never see her with friends. Never see her with family members. We saw her with her son some months ago, and that's it. Isolation is never good. And if only people that surround you are people that you pay, that can cause severe consequences to your mental health. So that's how I'm kind of responding to this. From what I'm seeing, from what I'm analyzing, from what I am, experiencing, that is what I am seeing. I love Britney Spears, like I said, as a human, and I think it's very important to be on top of your mental health. The thing that happened on the private jet, the way she said it, seems to me like a setup. There are private jets that, depending on the owner, you actually can smoke, okay? You actually very much can smoke. There are people on private jets who do all types of crazy shit, okay? So I just believe that Britney Spears is maybe in a moment where she is frantically looking for herself, okay? She is seeing who she is without people telling her what to do. She is trying to find herself. She is trying to release all this creative energy that she has inside of her, because she is a performer. That is why we see those videos on Instagram, because that is creative energy that is dying to come out any type of way, okay? But do I think Britney Spears needs help? Yes. I think we all need help. And I think Britney Spears, given the trauma and the horrible past that she has had to live, she definitely does need help. And I fear that she is not receiving that because of her triggers from when she was forced to. So that is how I'm answering it. I hope and pray that she is receiving help. I hope and pray that she has a good support system around her. And I hope and pray that she knows she is worthy of being good. Now, the Free Britney movement is now being accused of, and the judge is being accused of allowing the Free Britney, worldly support, overshadow any kind of assistance that Britney might actually need with the conservatorship. And people are saying that the Free Britney movement is the reason why Britney Spears is off her meds. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. All I wanted with the Free Britney movement was for Britney Spears to be able to have freedom. But that freedom, when you have freedom, you have to do right by yourself, right? And that right by yourself is making sure that your mental health, your body, your spiritual health is top tier. And that is the only fear I have of Britney Spears right now. Is she taking care of herself? That is something I don't know. Britney Spears is not going into stores and stealing. Britney Spears is not, doing crazy things like, we've seen in the media. I mean, the way that they talk about Britney Spears, you would think that she went to the Eiffel Tower and started throwing croissants on everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like she's fucking wearing diapers and throwing it at people on fucking Hollywood Boulevard. Like, Britney Spears is just playing dress up and dancing in her room and then having a little incident with a cigarette. Like, if you really put everything in a balance and you really say things out loud that she's doing, she's home all the fucking time doing her dances, or in Mexico or in Hawaii doing her dances, or at the beach, or on a horse. I mean, that's the thing that I'm just like, I just don't see the outburst of people saying, oh my God, she needs so much help. The only thing I fear is that because of her triggers, and her trauma, she doesn't want to get the help that we all need, which is just a therapist, a professional to check in on every now and then. That's the only thing that I fear. But the rest, I mean, like, what the fuck is she doing wrong? Like, she's dancing. She's dancing in her fucking room. She's dancing in her living room. She's dancing in Mexico. Like, and she had an incident with a cigarette that was given to her. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just stating the obvious, I'm stating the facts. This is what I see. If I saw Britney Spears going to the grocery store and throw avocados or cry or sit, and do crazy things and insult people, I would be like, it needs help. But what is Britney Spears doing that is so alarming? You know what I mean? My thing is, I hate to see her alone. That's the biggest thing for me. I hate to see her alone. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Britney Spears is a very, very touchy subject. But, for me, she's worth every second of my conversation because I love her with all my heart and I pray that she's good. So what do we think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you all. I don't take any of you for granted. And I will see you on my next video. And I'll see you, in my next video, which will be out like in an hour. So I love you all very much. And have a fabulous rest of your day. And I know this week's going to be very blessed. Mwah. Bye.